Picture this. You've finally moved into your new place in Tulsa. You are absolutely exhausted from unpacking boxes all day, so you go to the sink to grab a much-needed glass of water. Turn the tap, and nothing. No water. Literally a homeowner's worst nightmare, right? Well, don't panic. Welcome to this explainer. Today, we are going to completely demystify the process of setting up your water service in Tulsa. We'll show you exactly how easy it is to get your utilities running smoothly and completely stress-free. Let's get into it.
Now, right off the bat, we need to talk about money. There's a standard $110 deposit up front. Yeah, I know, moving is already super expensive. But stick with me, because in just a minute, I'm going to show you exactly how you might be able to keep that $110 right in your own pocket.
Here's our quick roadmap for today's explainer. First, welcome to Tulsa Water. Second, preparing to apply. Third, the application process. Fourth, managing your online account. And finally, billing and customer support.
All right, let's kick things off with Section 1. Welcome to Tulsa Water. So here's a really cool thing to know. When you set up your water service in the Tulsa area, you're actually plugging into a unified municipal utility system. Basically, it's a one-stop shop. The city manages your water, your sanitary sewer, stormwater, and your trash pickup all in one single place. It's incredibly efficient because with just one application, you are knocking out all of your major residential utilities in one fell swoop.
Moving right along to Section 2, preparing to apply.
Okay, remember that $110 deposit I mentioned earlier? Well, here is the secret to getting it completely waived. The city asks for it to manage the risk, but if you can just show them 24 months of good credit history from another utility, like say a previous gas or electric bill, boom, waived. You don't have to put a single dime of that deposit down. How great is that?
Now, aside from the deposit situation, there is a standard $20 start and transfer fee. Honestly, don't even stress about pulling out your credit card for this on day one. They conveniently tack this right onto your very first monthly statement. It just covers the basic administrative costs of physically getting your home connected to the grid.
Before you even open your laptop to apply, you need to ask yourself one crucial question. Is the water valve at your new place currently open, closed, or unknown? Seriously, go physically check your property if you can. The online portal is going to ask you to declare this exact status, and knowing the answer ahead of time is going to save you from having to abandon your application halfway through just to go poke around in your yard. Which brings us to Section 3, the application process.
All right, the secret sauce here is to follow these 4 exact steps in order through the online system. Doing this chronologically absolutely minimizes any manual delays. First, you'll complete your identity verification. Second, you punch in your physical address details. Third, you pick your scheduled service start date. And finally, step 4, you'll declare that water valve status we literally just talked about. Easy peasy.
Now, when you're typing in your physical address, you'll obviously need the house number, street name, and zip code. The system does this super quick automated lookup to make sure you're in the active service area. But hey, if you are moving into a brand new build and your address just isn't popping up in their database, no worries. You can actually enter your manual map coordinates. That way, the city knows exactly where to find you.
All right, let's pivot to Section 4, managing your online account.
Okay, when you're setting up your Tyler Technologies account, please make sure you use an email address that you actually check. I say this because the email you pick right now is permanently going to be your username for this utility account forever. You're also going to need to whip up a strong password that meets all their standard security requirements. After that, you'll land on the Tyler Identity Login portal. This is where you'll punch in that email and that super strong password you just made. It might look like just another boring login page, but this is essentially your mission control. It's your central gateway for managing absolutely all of your municipal utilities online.
Next up, keep a really close eye on your inbox for an automated confirmation email. It'll be from Tyler Identity Administrator, and it has a verification link inside. You absolutely, positively have to click this link to move forward. If you skip this, your account is just going to sit there in digital limbo, and you won't be able to access any of your bills online. So definitely don't miss that step. Once you click that link and see the screen thanking you for confirming, boom, your digital setup is officially complete. You can go ahead and click the link to sign in, and congratulations, you are fully registered and ready to manage your Tulsa utilities online like a pro.
And that takes us to our final part. Section 5, billing and customer support.
Okay, so when that very first bill finally hits your mailbox or your inbox,
Don't freak out when you see a whole bunch of different line items. Remember, it's a unified system, so your single bill is covering your water usage, which is measured in thousands of gallons, plus fixed fees for water and sewer, your trash pickup fee, which depends on your bin size, a stormwater fee, and even an EMSA medical services program fee. Here is a massive pro tip for you, though. Keep a close eye on that thousands of gallons number every single month. Tracking that is literally the best way to catch sneaky, unexpected leaks before they cost you a fortune.
Now, if you're someone who actually prefers to pay your bills in person rather than messing around online, you've got some really flexible options. You can pay your bill in cash at a bunch of authorized walk-in centers scattered all across Tulsa. Places like Fastbucks Pawn on North Peoria, Pantera's Video on Harvard Avenue, or Rupali Convenience over on East 41st Street. And honestly, the best part? A lot of these places have fantastic hours, with some spots staying open as late as midnight.
You do need to keep a couple of quick details in mind, though. Using these walk-in centers does tag on a tiny $1.50 fee, and yeah, they only take cash. Also, if you happen to be paying at a spot that uses MoneyGram, think Ace Cash Express or Walmart, you are 100% going to need this specific biller code, 16404. Write that down somewhere safe.
Things happen, right? So if you ever run into a leak, a water line break, or honestly just need some help figuring out your bill, these are the numbers you'll want to save in your phone right now. For general customer care, just dial 311 during regular business hours. If you're calling from outside of Tulsa, you'll dial 918-596-2100. Need to report a water line break? That's 918-596-9488. And if you're dealing with a sewer overflow, call 918-586-6999.
Well, hopefully this explainer has given you the confidence to easily get your water service up and running without pulling your hair out. Just a quick standard disclaimer before we wrap up. City policies and fees do naturally change over time, so always double-check the City of Tulsa's official website for the absolute most up-to-date info before you start your application. But now that you know exactly how to tap into the system, it really makes you wonder, doesn't it? Just how many thousands of miles of hidden pipes are working right beneath our feet right now just to make that one simple glass of tap water possible.